Dance origins and early history. So let's open this book and know why dances are one of the essential factors of the development of early human civilization. The primitive period. So what is in primitive period? There is evidence of dance that dates to the Paleolithic period seen through rock paintings depicting dance. Through much research by leading historians and by studying current uses of dance in several primitive cultures, we know that in these cultures, people use dance as a means of communication and as a way of life. In many primitive societies, rituals involving dance are performed at births, marriages, and death. The ancient period. In the second period, we have the ancient period. The dances of the ancient civilization began to acknowledge the aesthetic purposes of the art. They began to question the way the dance looked and what it meant, what the movement represented, and how they may be interpreted. The medieval period. So, in the next period, we have the medieval period. So, dance was prevalent in the medieval era, otherwise known as the Middle Ages. The Islamic culture and a heavy influence in the interesting outcome of dance, so it was then that the familiar art of belly dancing came into play, as did many folk dance still performed today. Slowly, the church became an influence and dance was quickly banned. Dance began to be seen as pagan activity, the ideals that the body was evil and one should strive for purity in thy soul, redefine dance and its purpose. So religion followers believe that the idea that heaven's above and the earth is below. The Renaissance period. So in the next period, we have the Renaissance. During this period, dance was revived through folk dancing, court dancing, and the accompaniment of music. Dance was beginning to be seen as an actual art as opposed to a cultural pastime or ritualistic necessity. While folk dancing remained a popular expression among the working class, the high society combined these folk routines with their aristocratic steps of nobility by creating the majestic court dances. And lastly, the contemporary period. So the last period that we will be talking today will be the contemporary period. So in this period, Eastern countries continued traditional performances while the Western civilization developed new genres. Contemporary and classical ballet thrived and modern, tap, jazz, and the newly popular genre of hip-hop shortly infiltrated life as we know it. The 20th century not only introduced science and technology, but dance as an entertainment and some of the greatest artists known to man. So we will be closing the book. Thank you for watching.